Hi, today's lesson combines a lot of different techniques. The main one is the ellipse. Ellipse is a circle that is squashed so that gives you the illusion of your circles receding in space and sitting down on a plane. In this case right here, the plane that our ellipses are seated on is the kitchen table, and the ellipses that I'm going to practice drawing are the openings in all the teapots and the cup. The other thing I'm going to talk about is contour drawing. We're going to practice that, and also negative space, which is the space around the objects, and perhaps a few other things. So let's get started. I'm going to sketch this in ink with, and my ink is not waterproof. I'm going to show you how to make a wash with a non-waterproof pen. So we'll get started. Bye. I set the timer on my smartphone for 15 minutes because otherwise I thought I would be here all day trying to get this perfect. And the idea of this kind of drawing is to move fairly quickly so you can use it in your sketchbook when you want to do a quick sketch. So after 15 minutes, guess what? I was still drawing, so I set it for another 15 minutes, and it took me a half hour total. So also I want to show you the kind of pen I used and my finished drawing. I used a Lamy Safari with a fine tip. The reason I used that is I usually use these Pitt pens, and I like the colors and I like them, but I find for this kind of smooth fluid drawing, when you have to go quickly, they kind of stop and start and get stuck, so the Lamy moves quickly. Now if you look at my drawing, it's not perfect, but what I wanted to explore with this drawing was ellipses, and from my studying of ellipses, the line here gets smaller as you go back. So you can see it's a very narrow, if there was a line through the diameter, it's actually called the minor axis, but that's way too much to know. So just keep in mind that they get flat, they sort of flatten out a bit and get a bit wider as they go back in space. And I wanted to set that up and actually observe that. So see what you think. Set up some ellipses receding into the distance and try to sketch them using contour. The next video I'm going to take water and apply it to my ink lines to get the shades, and you'll see how that's called an ink wash, and you'll see if you like that. Okay. Here's the sketch after I put some water and touch the ink lines and let them bleed out. Sometimes I had to dab it with a paper napkin, have some handy, but it was fun, and I would suggest that you do some practices. It's really nice. And if you don't like this pen and wash technique, then go ahead and try just dark watercolor for your wash, or watery ink. So there'll be more instructions and an explanation on the April page of the link on the blog about how to contour draw, and also the reason why it's really important to learn contour drawing. So happy drawing! As I was drawing today, I tried to tilt my sketch pad upright and draw so that what I was looking at, in this case the teapots and the coffee mugs, were almost parallel to my drawing surface. So try that and see if that helps. I have read and heard from other people that that actually helps your drawing look more accurate.